Monsanto's own creations. That's what their studies show. But don't worry, now Monsanto has come in and bought it up. Folks, German studies 7, 8 years ago showed it was this one type of BT corn doing it. And there's a bunch of others. Look, the bugs eat it, they die, but they feed it to you. And they go, well, it's a naturally occurring pesticide. They've got a bacterial one, they got a fungal one. They boosted on average over 1,000 times what the fungus naturally occurs in the environment. Same thing with the bacterial cadoxin. So yeah, some of these plants can have a natural fungus that keeps bugs off of them, but you have the plant grow it itself and then we eat it. All the studies show, organ failure, you name it. So why don't you, Austin Chronicle lecturers about how you're high and mighty, have the moral high ground, you know what, you're a bunch of fakes. And I'm sick of it. But hey, your kids will get the organ failure, you'll get the cancer early. So roll your sleeves up, take the vaccine, just laugh at me. You'll be judged by your own evil. I'm risking my life to cover real issues. You know, Earth was incredible while it lasted. We hope to save it and deal with real environmental crises that your fake environmental movement distracts from. That's another thing this is all about. While the globalists say anything is natural because we're humans, so if we make something, it's a natural mutation, let's rewrite the whole planet. Let's take control of evolution, as they say in their own words. Let's play God. Funny, the eugenicist of the British royal family and 5 other families in the 1850s started interbreeding to create the Superman they thought, and all it did was create monsters. So I don't want to keep following some crazed dream set in motion by British royalty 160-something years ago that's proven to be a complete fraud. I want off the roller coaster, off this road. You people are good at screwing over society, robbing people. But that doesn't mean you're dominant. That's like cancer. It's able to take over, but it kills the host. You're on the wrong path. Change it now. You're going to destroy yourselves. Just to get a bunch of cowards to follow you doesn't mean you're in the right. Continuing here, a man who said he was fed up with being harassed by airport security stripped down to his birthday suit, and they arrested him, saying it was improper. But it's okay to have the pervs at TSA groping your genitals and taking naked body shots of you and groping movie stars and asking them out for dates. But when you point out that they're essentially violating your rights and take the power back by stripping down, they arrest you. By the way, Marcos Morales and Darren McBreen have an incredible story from when they flew out of Austin to cover the murder of the man for his land in Georgia. They hadn't even told me yet, and I was telling the story again of a TSA guy doing a grope down on me and actually salivating. I mean, I'd never experienced in my life a man putting his hands on me and getting sexually excited. And they were like, oh, that happened to us. And the TSA guy put his glove on in Austin and said, it's pleasure time, and popped the glove. So that's the only, and then, because they opted out, they made him wait and kept laughing at him. I mean, folks, we'll tell the story tomorrow, but I mean, but you take the power back, but look, they're enjoying it there. And it's like whatever your fancy is, like that famous model said the woman was hitting on her while she was grabbing her genitals and all that. I mean, that just happened. I mean, this is it. I mean, this is it. Who would take the job to do this? This is total social engineering. Finally tonight, before we go to break, young Americans turn away from driving, and the Financial Times reports that thanks to the economy being shut down, they say the carbon taxes and all this are meant to teach us not to drive cars. Young people on record droves aren't buying cars. The paramount symbol of independence in Americana is gone with Facebook and iPhones. No more mobility. They're taking the good mass transit where they can be groped by the TSA, now running checkpoints there. The army of pedophile rapists. That land of the pedophile rapists, home of the abused slave. Thought it was land free, home of the brave, but it's now land of the pedophile rapist scam artist and child pedophile services. Continuing here, after we've gone over that report, Killing the American Dream, sex bots. And do they really think we believe this is going to replace sex, a rubber woman? I mean, is that a joke? Do people really use those sex dolls? I've seen them on TV where they have like a little, even some hair and everything. I'll take the real thing, the real deal. You can, I mean, why not just marry a beach ball if that's the case? Yeah, save yourself some money, get yourself a toaster and a chia pet. I mean, this is unbelievable. That's John Bound's joke. He just fed that into my ear. We are teleprompter free, but sometimes they do occasionally give me little jokes there. Okay, we're about to go to break and discuss the Agenda 21 takeover and how to defend against it. But I wanted to hit a few more reports here with the document cam because I saw this today and didn't have time to get to it on the radio. Police take DNA samples from school children in bid to solve murder of girl 13 found battered. Oh, again, it's for their own good. It might have been the cops probably killed her. But the point is, I mean, seriously, criminology more apt to be them. I'm not saying they're all crooks, but that's the case. I mean, why not take their DNA, my point is, if we're all suspects. And they said, we don't need parental consent. If we get your 11, 12, 13-year-olds to give DNA to see who killed the girl out in the woods by the school, then we'll do it. Well, that's what pedophiles say. They always say, well, the 12-year-old said they'd have sex with me. Or, well, the 12-year-old said they wanted a bottle of Jack Daniels. That's contributing to the delinquency of minors. A child can't give consent. I mean, next it'll be, 3-year-olds, CPS, or perhaps they'll be there and ask your 3-year-old. The TSA will be, I'd like to rape you, to the 3-year-old, and I'll let you get on the plane. And the 3-year-old's like, okay. And the parent's like, you can't rape my 3-year-old. They're like, they gave consent. I mean, that's what this is all about. They give inoculations in California, ordering the kids to do it. They even signed a law saying they give consent. The parents are like, we don't give consent. And they go, this is between your child and the state. Just like the state is now literally pulling up going, I got a puppy. Do you consent and get in the car? I got candy. I mean, that's how sick this has gotten. Look at this. Regardless of whether the individual is an adult or a juvenile, they're capable of giving consent. We don't require the consent of a parent if we're doing it with someone of a younger age, said Deputy Jason Ramos of the Sacramento County Sheriff's Department. That is the creed of pedophiles. NAMBLA says, hey, if your 5-year-old wants to, be picked up in a car and have pot-bellied TSA workers rape them, then, well, they were always out on the streets at schoolyards. Now they're at the TSA office, literally. Then they give consent. And NAMBLA's like, we won't have to choke and kill your kid and bury him in a shallow grave, too, if we can get his consent. But you like that part, too. You're not going to stop right there. But it's like, hey, you have consent. Well, anybody gets around my children and says you've got consent, you pedophiles, you know what's going to happen to you. I see these cops everywhere saying, the kids give us their consent. Let's give you today's quote, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go to break and come back with an incredible expose with Joel Skousen, premier expert on strategic relocation and preparedness prepping. This is by Richard Henry Lee, founding father. The Constitution shall never be construed to prevent the people of the United States who are peaceable citizens from keeping their own arms. Very well said, sir. Of course, you weren't a pot-bellied pedophile. You probably believed parents were over their kids and that 5-year-olds didn't give consent. But again, you were a human being, not a scumbag piece of filth. We're going to go to break. We'll be right back with Joel Skousen. I'm Alex Jones. The globalists do not like this transmission. Please use it while it's still here and get it out to everyone. Stay with us. I'm announcing our biggest contest ever. And we're looking for people who love freedom and who want to be all in the resistance to tyrants. So you say you want to fight the New World Order. Why, if you were on the radio, if you were Alex Jones, you'd really kick some globalist ass. Well, here's your chance. We're hiring not 1, but 2 new reporters whose reports are going to be on the radio, whose reports are going to be on the nightly news, who will even anchor the show. If you're ready, here's your chance to step into my shoes, and I hope you surpass what I've done. 2 winners, $10,000 in prizes, and a shot to be a reporter inside the INFOWARS.com command center. We're looking to hire 1 male reporter and 1 female reporter. And when you win $5,000. Your video gets seen by hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people on YouTube, and you get put into the very front of the running to be hired as a reporter/anchor right here in our operation. Do you have what it takes to be the next Info Warrior? The rules are posted below me here and at INFOWARS.com. This is a big deal. The globalists are expanding their global empire, but at the same time, the people are waking up all over the world. We've expanded our operations in the last year. We've added the nightly news 5 nights a week. We're making more special reports. We're reaching 15 million people every week. In a year, I want that to be 30 million. This is your chance to join the team. I want to see what you can do. But a big hint is this. Can your news piece make the news? Does it get people's attention? Does it educate people? Does it open minds? That's more important than being beautiful or speaking with perfect eloquence as an orator. All of that is important. But we're looking for people that have that magic spark, that fire of liberty in their heart. Because I want you to join our team. I want to give you a launch pad so you can really take off and engage the globalist. And if this works, we'll have contests all the time, and we'll continue to build this operation. I'm involved in a talent search, looking for people who have the fires of liberty burning in their hearts and their minds. You've got until April 30th to complete your news report, and then we'll announce the winners 1 week later. Are you going to join the InfoWar? Do you have what it takes? It's up to you. All serious entries will be posted on INFOWARS.com. So everybody wins. You're getting the message of liberty out, and that's what really matters. But in the final equation, it's not about showing Alex Jones what you got. It's about showing the world and the globalist that no army can stop an idea whose time has come. Join me in the InfoWar. So you say you want to fight the InfoWar. You say you want to go head up against the New World Order. You can do a better job than Alex Jones? I know you can. And here's your chance to prove your mettle. I really enjoy it when the globalists try to poison us, and, well, we resist them via a free market system. Hello, my fellow Info Warriors. Alex Jones here, introducing you to the ProPure family of gravity-fed filters. Now, you know that the globalists are filling our water with radioactive isotopes, fluoride, lead, mercury, arsenic. And one of the few systems that can efficiently and economically remove or reduce down to non-detectable levels these poisons are gravity-fed filters. And ProPure is the top of the line. Their filters are impregnated with silver, a natural antibiotic. On top of that, they're bigger, so they filter faster. You don't have to prime these the first time you use them. It's amazing. Go to InfoWars.com and click on the shopping cart link to see the entire family of these babies. Now, the fluoride they add to our water is so tiny that most filters can't cut it out. But ProPure has their system